To eastern and southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning to you. It's Tuesday. I'm Dakota Makris. Thanks so much for waking up with us on this Tuesday that's already feeling like a Monday. Let's head over to Brandon for a look at our forecast this morning. And Brandon, it's a little bit soggy out there.
Some good sleeping weather.
It's great sleeping weather.
But you got to get up.
Yeah.
Got to get moving this morning. Let's take a look, see what's going on live pinpoint Doppler radar. And you can see a whole lot of action out there this morning. Some dark greens, some yellows indicating some heavier bands of rain, especially along the Kentucky, Virginia, and Tennessee borders. So again, be careful out there if you're traveling this morning. A lot of wet roads across the region. We'll take a look and see what our temperatures are. A couple of new sensors. Welcome Grundy to the party there at 37 this morning. And Monticello, we switched those out from the airport sensor for a Mattis sensor, which is another different type of sensor. So everybody back online this morning. But temperatures are actually going up. Our overnight low was right around midnight last night, and they're heading in the up direction this morning. Only 30s there, Grundy and Jonesville this morning. Everybody else is in the 40s and 50s. Your out-the-door forecast, this rain is going to continue for a little while longer, but I do believe our in-house model was right yesterday. I think we'll start to clear out after this afternoon, and we'll see some sunshine later today if everything works out the way as planned. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you. People celebrated Martin Luther King Jr. Day across the region, and yesterday, Hazard Community and Technical College hosted its annual MLK Community Breakfast. Our Olivia Calfee has more on the meaning behind the event and the day.
Today is a day of reflection and gratitude, self-evaluation, and self-accountability.
The third Monday of January each year is a day dedicated to bringing people together in unity and honoring the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
Today means change, means unity, it means that fellowship. It means carrying on Dr. King's dream.
A dream that began in front of thousands of people in 1963 and is still carrying on across the nation.
It just inspires me, I want to say, really. It makes me feel motivated to get down and work every day for the things I've been trying to work for.
All because Dr. King wanted to see a change and decided it was his job to be the change.
Anything is possible if you believe and you're willing to work for it.
Because everything begins with a dream.
Everything is, it's all here. This was someone's dream. The jacket you're wearing is someone's dream. The piano is someone's dream. My watch, my shoes, this stage, this building. Someone envisioned it, they made a plan, and they got to work on it, and here we have it.
Reminding us that each day is a new opportunity to change the world.
That was Olivia Calfee reporting. In 1983, Congress passed legislation that eventually became a law designating the third Monday of January as the Martin Luther King Jr. National Holiday. In 1995, Congress designated the holiday as the first and only federal holiday to be observed as a national day of service. While the flooding in September brought many in eastern Kentucky together, Pastor Steve Peak is a flood survivor and witnessed people coming together more than before. After celebrating another day honoring Martin Luther King Jr., he says he's confident races and cultures are working together.
I think that piqued people's awareness that, hey, we all won. The flood wasn't discriminatory. It got my house like it did my neighbor's house. So, you know, people beginning to realize that, hey, we are of just one blood. And
he hopes the community continues honoring Dr. King in the future. The NAACP of Richmond held its annual Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. March yesterday, but this year's march was different. It focused on the growing homeless population in Madison County. Michael Harrington is with the Madison County Tenants Union. He says homelessness is climbing, partly due to an increase last year in eviction filings.
A 26% increase over the course of 1 year in eviction filings.
Well, Harrington says he sees the work the organization is doing with housing as a direct connect to Martin Luther King Jr.'s work. Voices came together in Danville in both song and spoken words Monday, Hundreds of people gathered in Boyle County for a march through downtown and a program at a local community center. That program was standing room only. Danville's mayor says ever since the nation recognized Martin Luther King Day as a holiday, the city has always had an event.
In a community like Danville, Kentucky, I stress the importance of local, common, everyday citizens becoming more and more unified in the things that we do.
Activities in Danville wrapped up with a program at the Norton Center for the Arts at Central College. Eastern Kentucky native PG Peoples visited Coach John Calipari and the UK men's basketball team yesterday to talk about the legacy of Martin Luther King Jr. Calipari posted this photo on his Twitter page. Peoples is originally from Lynch and is a leader of the Lexington Urban League. And Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell released a statement to honor Dr. King. He posted to Twitter saying, quote, "Today we honor an American hero, the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. His dream of equal justice and abundant opportunity inspired our nation to make historic progress and continues to make us better to this day," end quote. Well, thank you so much for getting your soggy Monday morning started with us here on Mountain News. It's Tuesday morning, my goodness. Well, coming up, we take a look at how people across the nation use Monday to remember the work of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
And rain chances continue for a while this morning, but should move out at least for a little bit. And when will they be back? I'll have that answer in about 3 minutes.